What's up, everybody? Halvu here, checking in. We made it to Little Rock, Arkansas, all the way from Amarillo, Texas to Little Rock, Arkansas. Another 8+ hour day of driving the 97 Honda Accord with no air conditioning. It was a bummer. Always a bummer. It was a little bit humid today, but it wasn't too hot. The plant actually got sunburned today. For some reason, I don't really understand how that happened because it was pretty overcast today. But 8-9 hours, it's not too bad. After being on the motorcycle, that Yosemite trip, and just the motorcycle in general, just being on the motorcycle for 10, 12 hours, it's so tiring and it sucks so much for me that I can do the car. This is like, my motorcycle experience has like hardened me. So even being in a car with no AC, which is pretty uncomfortable with the windows down, it's just louder than it needs to be all the time. It's still much more comfortable than being on the motorcycle for me. And granted, the KLX was a decent motorcycle to be on. The riding position was great, right? As far as comfort amenities, the seat kind of sucked, and that was really the main thing for me. Just with the dual sports and supermotos, those seats are just very narrow. Unless you go with an aftermarket one that's just meant to be a little wider and more plush, it's not the best thing for hours and hours and hours. Even if it's super light and maneuverable and, just kind of easy to ride with an upright posture, that seat is just kind of the downfall of that category, I would say. For those of you guys who are wondering what happened to the KLX, I did sell the KLX. I sold it to a guy out of Fresno who messaged me, and he told me it was his son's 16th birthday, and he would really want to get this bike for his son. And initially, I had told him, hey, I'm meeting somebody that has a high intent to buy it today. I'll let you know how it goes. But then I thought about it, and, the guy's saying it's for his son's 16-year-old birthday, and I'm like, you know what? I want him to have it. I want him to have it. So I told the other guy, hey, can't sell it to you, sorry. And yeah, I feel kind of bad about that because he did message me first, but it's my bike. I can sell it, and I will sell it to who I want to. And it's not going to be too much about profit or who I can get the most money from, but I would feel good internally just to do something nice for this guy and for his 16-year-old son to have this motorcycle, because I would be super stoked if I got this when I was 16 years old. So I told him to come up, and he did. It was like a 3-hour drive. He came and he paid me, and he was super stoked about it. He sent me a picture, his son on the bike. So they have some property out in Fresno, a couple acres. So it's going to be really nice ripping around with the KLX. So yeah, guys, no more KLX, no more motorcycle at all. It's the first time without a motorcycle in a while. I have no job right now. I have no health insurance right now. I have no home right now. I'm going to go to my parents' house, and then I'm going to go to Hawaii with my family. And after that, it's just kind of a big question mark. And until that question mark gets colored in with some concrete details, or at least some general direction of what I'm going to be doing and where I'm going to be at, I'm not thinking about motorcycles just yet, because motorcycles is kind of like, right? Actually, I might not even have a car. The Accord is not like a full-time solution. It has no AC. Its intended purpose was just to drive me across the country and have that kind of extra wagon space to load, my belongings in. So it's all a big question mark, guys. So that's where I'm at with that. Any questions, just shoot them in the comments. Thank you for tuning in to today's update. I will see you tomorrow in Knoxville, Tennessee. Later.